So some commentary on Rigsthula 8 to 13. I've kind of been a bit reluctant to do this to some degree. I know I need to do it before I can continue with the rest of the story. Now, the first thing is that slave or thrall couples with someone of equal station. You know, that's what they got to do. It sets the bar, the tone for what life slave or thrall can expect to have, or is forced to have upon them. Obviously, slave women have children which they love and teach, and the storyteller says they are happy with their lot in their life. I mean, it's not really a lot to say on that at the moment. Now, the interesting part is when the narrator of the story, as I'm fairly convinced is the scold telling the story in a hall where there are nobles and people that need to know their station, again provides a chink in the armour of credibility for this story, in that it is written by both translations that I think these are the names of the sons. Now, I can well imagine that once you're in the flow of the story, and there might be some, not necessarily some awkwardness, but it's one of those first parts where you can imagine the school sort of going, I can get a bit of a laugh from the people listening to my story. I mean, you listen to some of the names and they're not very flattering. Sleeper, stinker, midget, fat boy. And they don't have sort of like the most flattering of jobs to do. I mean, even the other translation, noisy cowshed boy, stout, shagger, smelly, stumper, fatty, sluggard. I can accept that that probably would have been really good for getting a laugh as slaves went about their duties while the scold is telling this story. But obviously, the line of addressing this is, I think these are the names. And it's like that sort of vagueness with the opening of the story. I mean, there's no doubt with the daughters' names, and I'm not going to dwell on them because they're equally as unflattering. I'll say Stumpy, Dumpy, Bulgy Calves, Ash Nose. I mean, even with Crawford translation, that's Fat Calf, Beak Nose, Shriek, Gossip, Skinny Hips. They're the people that all slaves are descended from. I mean, it's just like really attacking socially sort of people with dark skin. You need to be slaves, and ugly as well. I mean, it's just sort of the whole sort of social discrimination at its worst. But I do feel there's already enough in the text to sort of go, you can't really take this seriously, because the narrator, unconfirmed narrator, isn't talking with any real authority. So that's my commentary on Rigsthula 8 to 13. We will continue with Heimdall's journey under the disguise of Rig in the next few stanzas. Cheers.